actually the first day that I've started the car up. Well, not started, but driven the car with the OEM exhaust on. And boy, oh boy, what a big difference. No drone. I feel like I can actually talk to you guys with the camera inside the car without having to scream. To be honest, I mean, it's a lot more peace of mind having the OEMs back on, because with the straight pipe MagnaFlows, I didn't feel comfortable driving my car. I felt like I was drawing too much attention to myself, and it's definitely more of a peace of mind with the OEMs back on, and they still sound pretty good. Go ahead and try to start this video off with the pricing. You know, just kind of give you guys like a layout on average what these cars ran back then all the way up until today. You know what these cars go for, or at least up until when I first purchased the car, which was back in 2016. So back in 2014, the GT500, you know, a base model GT500 would run you around about 55K. I'm not sure if the GT500s back then or the cars back then suffered the ridiculous markup as today's cars do. Obviously there were available add-ons. You know, you had your Recaro seat add-ons, you had your navigation that this car has, you also had your track pack, which also this car has. Your track pack alone, that ran you almost $7 grand. The Recaro seats also ran about $1,600. To be exact, it ran $1,595 just for the Recaro seats, as you guys can see that I'm sitting in now, which are, I think, are worth. There's a Shaker Pro audio system that this car has as well. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys that. That also was a pretty expensive option. It was an additional $1,300. So right here you have your nav right here. Pretty neat. Your Recaro seats that I just mentioned. You have to actually go to the trunk to see the Shaker audio system. People end up taking that if they add a ice truck. Right here, that's the Shaker system. $1,300 option. Pushing back to the track pack option, it added on quite a bit. It added on your SVT performance package, added on your SVT engineer cockpit. Also, it added on your external engine oil cooler, as well as your transmission cooler with the pump. I don't know if you guys know or not, but the 2013 GT500, when those first dropped, they were suffering from heat issues. So with the 2014, they end up upgrading the lower heat exchanger, and they upgraded some other cooling components to help out with that heat problem. You know, with this blower under this hood and this massive engine, heat was to be expected. And I guess the 2013, you might always say that was a trial car. The 2014, they went ahead and hit it on the head, and they got it right. So with all that in mind, with the additional add-ons, from the Recaros to the nav to the SVT track package, it shot the MSRP up to around between $63,000 and $64,000. So you go from $55,000 base GT500 to a $64,000 GT500. All right, so when I went down there and purchased this vehicle, for you guys that's been following the channel a while, you guys know I had no prior experience to driving a manual. So when I went down there to view this car, you know, I was pretty much just checking it out, the condition, the miles, etc., etc. And I had the salesman to drive the car for me. Why did the salesman wreck this car? Yes, he wrecked the car. He drove this car up a hill. And I'm pretty sure the Mustang jokes will drop in the comments. That's to be expected. So what he was trying to do was, I was in the passenger seat, of course, and he was in the driver's seat. He was trying to show off, and I guess to try to impress me so he can close the deal. This guy tries to show out and hit it full throttle through a corner. And when he done it, the rear end got loose, and I felt that. I was like, okay, maybe he got control. You know, he's going sideways, stuff like that. When he tried to straighten it back up, this dude lost control, and he jerked to the right and went straight up an embankment, man. It was crazy. At the time, I was like, are you serious, man? You know, it happened so freaking fast. But after, you know, after I still had time to process, I was like, this dude right here's finna lose his job. They was asking for $53,000 at the time, you know, when I was getting ready to purchase. So I'm thinking, like, this dude just wrecked a $53,000 car. How can you explain this? So that's a very true story. That's a very true story. But there's more, though. There's more. So yes, ultimately, I bought a wrecked GT500. But hear me out, though. That's why I told you guys you're going to have to listen to the end of this video, because it gets even better. Okay, so at that point, you know, after the whole wreck or whatnot, you would think like, okay, dang, you know, that's the car that I potentially was going to buy. Now I have to start the whole journey, the whole process all over again. You know, I spent about three months, you know, research, actually became serious about purchasing one. I've been researching way before then, but when I actually was serious about, okay, I'm going to buy a GT500, it took me 3 months to, you know, find the one that I really wanted. Before then, I had been researching for like a year. Okay, he wrecked the car. You know, I'm like, okay, dang, well, this ain't gonna work out. So let's start the hunt again. But as I kind of just sat there and got to just thinking, just kind of just starting to process the situation, I started to view the situation to be in my favor. The reason being is because, okay, he wrecked the GT500. I was in the car. You know, that's kind of grounds for lawsuit. I didn't go that far. When we pulled back up at the dealership, the guy was, you know, of course everybody was pissed. Everybody came out, was like, dang, what happened? At first people thought I did. I was like, nah, I wasn't driving. Y'all ain't finna pin this on me. So the salesman was like, hey, let's go in here, let's talk. You know, let's see if we can still work out some type of deal. At the time, I'm looking like, work out a deal, bro? Do you not see this car? Work out a deal? No, you can have it. No, thank you. Like I said, I just started to think like, okay, work out a deal. I wonder what they have to offer. You know, let me hear them out. And I did. I heard him out, obviously, because I'm in the car now. We went inside. We sat down. He brought his manager out. Pretty much, they said, what do we have to do to sell you this car? First of all, he said, are you still interested in this car? And if you are, what do we have to do to sell you this car? At that point, you know, I had someone here with me that, you know, had my back and everything. And we kind of just stood off to the side and got to discussing. We obviously knew that we wanted the car to be fixed, of course, at their expense. Also, we needed some type of warranty to, you know, cover this car in the future. Those were the two main things that we wanted to make sure that we accomplished through this negotiation. And of course, we wanted to drop the price of the overall car because it had been wrecked. So initially, the car started at $53,000. That's where it started at. Off top, we wanted the car $5,000 cheaper. We dropped it from $53,000 to $48,000. So not only did I off top get $5,000 cheaper, the car was going to get fully repaired to brand new specs at the dealership's expense. And the car actually had minor blemishes, like the lower splitter. You could tell that I guess the previous owner hit a couple bumps or two or ran into a couple curbs because it was in pretty bad shape. So I ended up getting a new splitter out the deal. That was a bonus. Also, I got an extended warranty, a 4-year extended warranty for little of nothing at the dealer's expense. And wait, it gets even better. I also had the option to take the car to a second party of my choosing, a second shop to just thoroughly inspect, you know, the car to make sure that it was in its best shape. Got it written in writing, you know, that was part of the whole contract or whatnot. And I took it to the second party. They looked it over after you know, the previous dealership repaired everything. And you know, I was inclined to take his word when he told me that the car was in great shape. Because I mean, what shop wouldn't want to make money, you know, doing finding issues and doing the repair? I knew I was in good hands there. I mean, the wreck wasn't just that serious. I mean, it did rip off the bumper, and it messed all that up, and it messed the splitter up. And I want to say it did do a minor damage. So I want to say maybe a brake axle or something underneath the car. So all of that was repaired. All in all, I mean, I feel like I won. You know, I got the car for $48,000. I got an extended warranty, and I got to take the car to a second shop of my choosing. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that I ultimately made a good decision or not? Because like I said, remember, you got to keep in mind, back in 2016, these cars were still going around $53,000 to $54,000, which made sense as to why this car was $53,000. Like I said, I did Kelly Blue Book. I looked at several different forms. I looked all over to see how much these cars would, make sure I got the best deal. Needless to say, that was a big factor as to why I got a GT500, at least on that day. If it wasn't for that, who knows? We might not have came to numbers with the initial negotiation. I might have walked away without a GT500. I took that negative situation and it pretty much got flipped into a positive. That's just how great God is, and that's how he works, man. I'm very thankful to be in the situations that I am in. I can go into depth as a why performance-wise I went with a GT500. As I mentioned before, I had a 2014 5.0. 2014 stock, 420 horsepower. Yeah, I would come with the bar across the motor. Keep everything started. Got us some 19s on here. Yeah. Just stop. Wait till I get done with it though. The car was great in that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I loved it. That raw power that the 2014 had, but I just still had that itch. I had the itch for more power. And previously I had a 2008 GT, which I did a tune, coder, intake, exhaust, you know, basic bolt-ons, mods like that. And I knew I kind of wanted to go a little step further with this 5.0. I didn't want to kind of just do the same thing I previously did. So I started looking into the ideal of throwing the blower on there. I was looking at the Rouse blower, matter of fact, stage 2 package, which would have gave me, I can't remember so long ago. I know it was close to 700 horsepower to the crank. I started weighing out all the options stuff, started doing the math and everything, and for that upgrade, it was going to cost a pretty penny. I think the supercharger is going to run about 6,500. I had to get supporting mods, I had to get a tune, I had to do all that good stuff. And I want to say that it was close to GT500 numbers, maybe $7,000 to $8,000 of a difference. So I began to, you know, going back to the drawing board, and basically what I did was I was like, you know what? If I could be patient enough, I can save up quite a bit of money to go ahead and get what I wanted. The 5.0 was a automatic. You know, I got dogged out back then, you know, when manual was the way to go. Yeah, it's all about the auto today though. But back then the manual was the way to go. So I kind of got peer pressure to look into a manual. I never even gave it a thought. But after my partner, matter of fact, Jason and another one of my partners, Vicario, used to glorify how wonderful a manual was, I started looking into the option. That was another reason why, you know, I wanted to go with the GT500. And like I said, the power, the cost difference from souping up a 5.0 and just saving up just a little bit more and getting a GT500, it was a no-brainer to me. I was like, okay, I'm not in a rush. Let me be patient. Let me do it. So what I did was I saved up for 6 months. Ultimately, I mean, this is a great platform to build real horsepower. So that's another reason why I went with the GT500. 800 horsepower back in 2016. I mean, that was great. I mean, in today's time, 1,000 horsepower, people they look at that like that's just another car. It's just funny how much the times have changed in just such a short amount of time. Like, and I want to say, honestly, the Hellcat kind of set the bar when it came out with that 707 back in 2015. That's what ultimately I feel like just started this whole major horsepower war. Although back in 2014, 2013, the GT500 hit the streets hard with the 662 horsepower beast. You know, the highs, our fastest production car, you know, Ford had ever produced. I mean, it was literally taking over back then. But the Hellcat responded with the 707. You can't knock them to that. So ultimately, that is why I decided on the GT500. I guess I could say that first it had to do with I wanted more power. But what ultimately sealed the deal was what happened when I went to go view the car. The salesman drove it up a hill. Would I have liked the car not to been driven up a hill? Yes. But stuff happens, things happen. And in this particular time, it played out in my favor. So what do you guys think about this story, man? Was it a great decision? But yeah, I just wanted to spend time to share this with you all. I hope you enjoyed the video. For all you guys that stayed tuned to the end, I really appreciate the support. I'm glad that you guys sat through me describing or discussing why I bought a GT500. I have another exciting video that might help out a lot of you guys. It'll actually be a video of 5 top mods to go fast in your 13 or 14 GT500. Also should apply for you guys that are driving the 11 to 14 5.0s or V6s. These mods can, you know, work for you guys as well. So I plan on dropping that video in the next couple days, so you guys definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, do me a favor, comment down in the description below as to what other videos you guys want to see. I have got a lot of recommendations on dyno and flybys. I'm working on it as well. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that though, guys. I'm finna go ahead and wrap this one up. Until the next one, you guys take it easy.